this way. Can I kill them? No, I don't think I can. I might be able to. This is a lot of math. If they don't block here, I might be able to kill them. Because each of these... Yeah, they're just dead. First, we want this to resolve first. Nice. This is sweet. Nice first game here. Yeah, we could have done 6 more damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more damage. 12, and then 3 more, 15. We could have done 17 more damage. So I can draw cards equal to its power. So let's attack. If I hit a sack outlet here, then I just win. Yeah. Okay, no sack outlet, but I can do this. Well, I think I just want to not die here, so let's do this and this. No cards in their hands, so we are going to go for it. That was a good draw. Drawing the Haliya there. Okay, we're back in. What is up, everybody? Welcome in. Continuing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles release week by continuing to brew around the Ooze. Like I said in my last video with the green-black Ooze deck, this is the card that really grabbed my attention from spoiler season. Not too much else from the set got me excited. I know that Cool But Rude is getting a bunch of attention. There's like the Affinity stuff. We ran into an Affinity deck today. That's definitely there in the set. Weathermaker, we ran into a cool Weathermaker deck today. So there's definitely space to continue exploring the new cards. But I really like the Ooze and wanted to build another deck around it. So unlike the last deck that was playing like some more like powerful cards with Mutagen Man and Sentinel, this deck is very much just kind of like all in on the Ooze and Pursuit. And if you stick around for the matches, you'll see like the games where we have Ooze and or Pursuit in play, we are just like popping off and able to do all sorts of stuff. The games where we don't draw it or it gets answered, the deck kind of just falls on its face. So I did tweak the deck a little bit over the course of the matches that I just recorded. Bitterbloom Bearer got added after I realized the deck just falls on its face without Obsessive Pursuit. And then added Zoraline and Esteli Reclaimer in the sideboard for those games where our opponents are probably going to answer Obsessive Pursuit in the Ooze. So we have a shot at getting them back. Put them in the sideboard and then did not bring them in. These should probably just always be brought in, assuming that your opponent has answers to them. Might even belong in the main deck. But the deck can definitely pop off. These cards are kind of like Feast or Famine, where they're really bad if you don't have Pursuit or Ooze to just generate a bunch of tokens. And they're insanely good if you do. So Warden, you can tap 3 artifacts or creatures to put a +1/+1 counter on it. If it has 3 counters on it, it has flying and vigilance. So it wears counters from Pursuit nicely, it wears counters from Ooze nicely, and then you can also tap the Ooze tokens and the Clue tokens to pump her up. Sandbender Scavengers, similarly, when you sack other permanents, you also get to put a +1/+1 counter on this. So if you're just fair game sacking mutagen tokens to themselves or clues to themselves, this is going to grow. Or if you're sacking it to one of your sack outlets, then this grows as well. Only playing 2 copies because, again, all the cards are just kind of all in on having these 2 cards in play. Susurian Voidborn, another card that is fantastic with Pursuit or the Ooze in play, and then really embarrassing if you don't have it. So 3 mana 2/2 or warp 1 whenever this creature or another creature or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So you can just drain people out, and then play in some Haliyas to kind of give us like a way to draw into the cards. Unfortunately, Obsessive Pursuit makes the token at the beginning of the turn, so sometimes Haliya doesn't see it, especially if you're warping her. Same with Bitterbloom Bearer. But she can still, like, she sees herself come in, she'll see the Ooze come in, she'll see the mutation tokens coming in, so she will draw you cards quite often, if not most of the time. And then we got our sack outlets, 3 Bartolomé, probably the best reason to be black-white, because he is a super strong sack outlet when paired with the Ooze. You don't need to be shy about just like chucking artifacts into making him big. Even if they answer it with the Ooze in play, you get all those mutagens back. And then only playing 3 because he's legendary. And then Zealot, similarly a cheap free sack outlet. And then Rottenmouth Viper is kind of like our top end sack outlet to just sack a bunch of stuff at once. So, yeah. The matches were very feast or famine. We got to pop off in some games that were super sweet. And then we had a couple games where we just felt like we weren't doing anything. But the deck, I think the space has some potential, especially if I'm like, I only had this sideboard plan here to get back our Pursuits and Oozes in one match, and then I didn't even bring them in like a dummy. But I think like exploring that plan a little bit more might make more sense, or just being more disciplined about bringing in Duress in those matches where you know that they're just going to have answers. Yeah, so like Disenchants are really good against us. Spell Snare is really good against us. But the deck has some legs. So yeah, check out the matches and let me know what you think. I don't know what video I'm gonna make next, but I still feel like the Ooze is worth exploring a little bit more. Maybe being like all in on the Voidborn is a little too much. Maybe we need to like play Novice Inspector or more like 1-drop cheap fodder, and then just play Sephiroth here because he's a little more powerful. Doesn't combo as well with the artifact tokens, but he is just like a better card in general. He does go much better with Bitterbloom Bearer. And then if we're playing Sephiroth, then Emptiness gets better, so it'll like turn into like more of a fair deck. But I think that's like, that deck would probably have a lot of the same cards, but be a very different emphasis. But yeah. That being said, enjoy the matches. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Helps grow the channel. I say this every time, but been really happy with the channel growth, so appreciate all of you guys who are liking and commenting and subscribing. Sending videos to your friends or whatnot. Really appreciate it. Appreciate all of you guys being here and checking out the content. And let me know what you think. Enjoy the matches. Peace and chicken grease. Yeah. Yeesh. This is not a good hand. I like this. Now the question is, how greedy do I want to be? Do I put one of these down, or do I put the land down? We're on the draw. We'll be a little greedy. Ooh, they mulligan to 5 as well. Haliya might not belong in the deck. Trying her out. Let's see. We'll get some pressure in play. If they go for a okay. I was gonna say if they go for a an Earthbender's Ascension, we could kill the land and then exile it with the Ooze. But now instead we're facing down a Bristly Bill. And I think we just want to get this Ooze in play. If we warp Haliya, we'll gain 3 life and draw a card. But then we won't have the Void Altar in play. I could also play the Void Altar, warp Haliya, kill Bristly Bill with Tragic Trajectory, and then not play the Ooze. Like, Ooze is not going to keep them off of Ice Till getting back value, but it could at least, like, start to mitigate it, or, like, keep them from completely popping off, so... Chocobo, okay. Yeah, if they had another fetch land, that would have been a lot of power and toughness. Okay. Are they really going to blow up our Ooze? No, they were just reading it. Okay. Ooh, alright. This is going to be a pretty good turn. So let's start by doing this. And then this. And this. And then we get to, we'll do the Tragic Trajectory last. Yeah, so let's attack with Bartolomé. Let's see what they have. We'll go in 1. I don't want to go in more, because if I can get more value off of the Voidborn, I'd rather do that. And then this can kill Bristly Bill. And definitely crewing with Haliya. I think I crew with the Scavengers too. Although if they don't have a fetch land, Scavengers does block Chocobo, or like threatens to by sacking the Mutagen. So I think I'm actually gonna leave the Scavengers there. Search your library for a creature or land card. Okay. What are they gonna get? We got their fetch lands out of the yard, so Ice Still's not that good. Are they gonna get, yeah, Harmonizer? Okay. Oh. That kind of makes me want to sack the Haliya. Because then if they're gonna force me to... Oh, I should have done it. I'm dumb. Oops. I should have done it after they, after I got the draw trigger. We should have an extra card in our hand. But now if they're gonna like force me to block Chocobo, then I can at least block with Scavengers and get back Haliya. But I should have an extra card in my hand. Oh well. Yeah. Not attacking. Okay. Let's do it this way. This way. Can I kill them? No, I don't think I can. I might be able to. This is a lot of math. If they don't block here, I might be able to kill them. Because each of these... Yeah, they're just dead. First, we want this to resolve first. Nice. This is sweet. Nice first game here. Yeah, we could have done 6 more damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more damage. 12, and then 3 more, 15. We could have done 17 more damage. Jeez. Okay, Bat is good against them. Like, when I'm playing control decks, I like bringing in the disenchants against them, but I don't know if I want to when I'm playing, like, an aggro deck. Tactics is going to come in. What do I cut? These sack decks are such like a cohesive package. It's very hard to like find cards to cut against them. Like train might just be the cut. It's very slow. I have no idea. Like maybe I'm just not supposed to bring anything in then. Reluctant role model. Maybe. I have no idea what to cut. Let's do like this. Not a hand. Just mulligan this. Okay, this is reasonable. Let's see, do they have cub? No cub. They gotta have an ascension, right? Okay. We could get their land with the trajectory ooze trick. I think I like that. Lets me use all my mana here. And then we'll give the role model flying. Full control. Get full control. And then we get our flying counter. Scrap shooter. Boo. I guess with double pursuit, if we just pop two clues, then that's going to be 4. If he has the Archdruid's Charm, or the fight, what is it, the Resolve, he probably needs to kill this role model now before it starts being able to drop tokens on things. He might want to be wanting to time it. Might form Harmonizer. Okay. Can I kill him? Oh, if I had an ooze, I could kill him. Them. Let's see. So each of these sacrifices is going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, he's dead. that one. Well, it doesn't matter, they're just gonna die. Yep. All right. That was sweet. Into Platinum 1. J-Ron. G-Ron? Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Commercial District. Are they playing Delirium? In which case, main deck Ooze is very good against Delirium. Or they might just be like red splashing. I think I just want to start building counters here. Weather Maker. So they're like a Temur deck. Oh, this is probably the Temur Harmonizer deck. Drawing a lot of lands this game. Shared roots. Okay, we are going to get to exile something. But Weathermaker... they've got to see what they can do with it. While we just draw straight lands. Okay. Why did they let the scavenger counter resolve? So we want the Ooze to resolve a second. Oh no, it doesn't matter because it's not Haliya that's in play. I think I'm supposed to just keep eating these. Like, I don't have a whole lot else going on. Bouncing. Well, at least I get my mutagen tokens. The fact that this says when it leaves the battlefield is so absurd. Yeah, just drawing all the lands. Stock up. Okay, we're gonna get to activate Ooze this turn. Sapling Nursery, that's a good one. If they're playing that in a 3-color deck, that's ambitious. But I can respect that. Yeah. So they can still kill the role model with the Weather Maker, which I don't love. But I don't have a whole lot else I can do. I've drawn 8 lands this game. Okay. Let's do saplings. Pretty soon it's gonna be able to block this meringue. Like, we can race this if we just draw a an Obsessive Pursuit. Or we can just draw a land. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, and we put 2 on the bottom. Jeez. So I can get 1 scry. Tragic Trajectory. That is not going to do it. We need Obsessive Pursuit. I don't think we can survive an attack, though. Yeah, even if we block here and here, we're still taking 8. So, we're just dead. Scavenger's Talent might have been good there. I mean, honestly, like, anything other than lands would have been good there. 24 lands. We saw Meringue and Yeah, I don't think we want full 4 trajectories, so they've got to be playing Harmonizer though. So I do think we want Requisitions Raid. We saw the Weather Maker and a Sapling Nursery, and they've got to be playing Earthbender's Ascension. Now, do I want Duress as well? Maybe we just want 2 raids, and then we can play like a couple Duress. Cut Haliya, like a Zealot. Not a super great hand. I can work with this. What do I want to put down is the question. Probably the Voidborn. Maybe it's Haliya. It's one of these two. Let's do Haliya. You get to eat the Fabled Passage. Running naked, but I think I might like it more than running out Bartolomé naked. Or I could just play Pursuit and not use my mana very well. I think that's fine. Weathermaker, okay. We didn't get an Ooze trigger there. Wow. Okay. Torch the tower, Dragonback Assault, Weathermaker, Sapling Nursery. Torch the tower. The Weathermaker can get up to 2 counters. I think I'm supposed to take... Weathermaker can... So this costs 6. Weathermaker can make 2 mana next turn, so they can play Dragonback Assault next turn. Maybe I'm supposed to take Dragonback Assault. Yeah, let's take the Dragonback Assault, and then we'll get rid of it. See if they want to respond with Torch. Maker is pretty sweet in this version of Landfall that's like more spells based. I was thinking about it in like kind of more traditional Landfall, and it just seemed bad there. But in like this spells based version of it, it seems pretty good. Okay, so they're just going to charge up their weather makers. So they're doing it for 2, okay. Are they going to sack one of their weather makers to do it for 3? So now if I want it to live, I need to sack both my... I need to sack the Ooze if I want it to live. But then I don't have a sack outlet to, like, make this Obsessive Pursuit big. Okay, you can have Bartolomé. Scrying to the top. We get our 2 mutagens back. Well, let's do it this way. I get to kill the Voidborn with the Weathermaker. They got an island. I figured they would have wanted to make this cost less. That was a very good draw. They just didn't use their mana last turn. Why didn't they at least... Okay. So they got to double up their second blue to cast Meringue, but this makes blue. Like, I feel like this should just be a forest. And then this would cost 5, and they could play it. I mean, I guess they can still play it, and then play a land if they have a land. They only have 2 Fabled Passages left in their deck, though. I don't want to just draw infinite cards with this Void Altar. Boo. Let's see. This is 5 plus 8, so 13, 14. I can deal 14 damage to them. Or I could sack it. Let's do this. So that's 7. This costs 2 and a tap, so this is 3. So I can draw cards equal to its power. So let's attack. If I hit a sack outlet here, then I just win. Yeah. Okay, no sack outlet, but I can do this. Well, I think I just want to not die here, so let's do this and this. Nice. Whew. Okay. I think we do want that Requisitions raid in. And that Duress was pretty good. They don't have a clean answer to Viper that we saw. I guess they can bounce it with Meringue, and they're a ramp deck, so they can probably, like... What other creatures do we see? We only saw Meringue. They've got to be playing, like, Icetill Explorer somewhere in their deck. I don't know if I want the third Duress. That might be going a little overboard. I mean, Ooze and Bartolomé is good, and Raid is one of our better cards against them. Double Ooze, though, is not super great. You want to blow it up? Nice. I think I'm supposed to just start pumping out mutagen tokens. Man, are we gonna see? Can they play a nursery? They can play a nursery. Ah, boo. Okay, deck, we can stop drawing lands now. Am I supposed to just try and catch a counter? But then I like... This is just going to kill Bartolomé, and I can't really play into it, because I don't have the Ooze anymore to get back my mutagen tokens. Maybe I'm supposed to be patient here. It's not like they're super threatening me. Like most... They play Dragonback Assault, Meringue, and Sapling Nursery, so like 2 of their 3 big threats I'm gonna be able to are gonna turn on like Requisitions Raid. Okay. Discarding a forest. Untapped, huh? We're just kind of doing nothing here. There it is. They are going to get a couple of 2 tokens here. Let's see. So we can play this. Oh no, if we wanted to get the counter, then we needed to play the... We needed to play Bartolomé to get the counter. Because Requisitions Raid costs 4 for all 3 modes. That might be relevant here. Yep. Don't even get the trigger. And now we're just going to die to these Tree Folk tokens. Ooh. Hard cast Bloomvine Regent. Okay. Well, we've drawn 8 lands. So... we're taking 7, 10 next turn. I mean, we can play Haliya and make it a 4/4, I guess. Nice. Yeah, we don't have anything to get us out of this. Yeah. Double Disenchant. They got us. We are playing a deck very reliant on, you know, lands, right? We are playing a deck very reliant on enchantments and artifacts. So they had it. That was a good game. Or a good match. That game in particular was not great. But, I mean, they had the answer. Now, although, like, drawing that many lands, even if our Oozes survived, we wouldn't have had too much going on, so... whatever. Like, maybe... I don't think we're playing too many lands. Jarkeld. Yeah. See, not a whole lot. on hands here. Let's lose 3, I assume. No. 7. I don't think there's anything we can draw to come back from this. Like even Tragic Trajectory isn't going to do it. Because this is putting us to 5. Let's see. Tragic Trajectory will leave us dead on our draw step. Oh no, it'll just leave us dead to Monument. So, yeah. Well. Strategic Betrayal. And... maybe I'll tactics against them. I want it more than raid. Paying 2 mana to kill their flail seems bad. I think tactics or strategic betrayal is probably going to be enough. Like we just need to not have a super clunky draw against them. This is not that great. This is similarly not that good. Like, as you are seeing, our deck is a lot worse when we don't have hands with Ooze or Pursuit. I mean, I guess I'm gonna try this. Yeah. Okay. I guess we do need to bring in the whatchamacallits, the requisition raids, because they play artifacts and enchantments for us to target with the flail, the monument, and cool but rude. Yep. Awkward. Put a land down too. If I had a land, I probably would just slam Viper here and hope they don't have Bitter Triumph. Actually, Viper's not even that good right now, because then it just turns on their monument. Discarding Bloodghast. Wow, that was pretty backbreaking. Just get to do something here. The from at the end of the world, but they did get to draw from Monument. We're doing okay here. Like, we can stick a Viper. No, we're actually just about dead to Cool But Rude. Because Viper, they're just going to discard and deal 2 damage to us, yeah. Warden. Yeah, I would need a double Tragic Trajectory to be in this, just to keep them from attacking. But, like, even if I like sack my board to play Viper, they're just gonna discard a card, make me lose 5, attack, and then make me lose. Yeah. So should have brought in Requisition Raid. KK. Kek A. We can't keep this. I guess we can keep this. Man, these hands without Ooze or Pursuit are so bad. Putting down Snake or Tragic Trajectory. It might honestly be one of these two. Maybe I'm supposed to put down my land? No, because if I don't want to put this down. But then if I put either of these down, I don't have white. So let's get rid of the Warden. Can't cast it on turn 1 anyway. Springleaf Drum. Okay, Pursuit was good there. Let's hope it doesn't get spell snared. Okay, they're gonna make a bunch of 1/1s. Ooh, okay. Nice. That was very good. So if they don't have interaction, I can set up a turn where I like... What does this do? just comes in with an extra body. Oh, that's bad. Costs 1 to equip. What a sick magic card. These all fly. Okay. Pinnacle Emissary is a 3/3. I can't even hover over it to see what it is. I think it's a 3/3. Maybe Reluctant Role Model doesn't belong in the deck. I find myself always trimming it. Might need like Novice Inspector or something to just like have more lubricant in the deck, because these hands without Obsessive Pursuit or the Ooze are pretty bad. They don't seem like a very interactive deck, so let's cut the Scavengers. This is slow, but we do get to hopefully tear their hand apart. Dowsing Device. When an artifact or an artifact you control enters, up till 1 target creature you control gets and haste. Yeah, let's just take Gene and hope that we're mana screwing them. Oh, no, I should have taken something else because I can just Tragic Trajectory Gene. Start building up some Ooze tokens. Our opponent is just doing nothing. The Ooze. Just had a non-functioning hand, so maybe we don't want to trim Tragic Trajectory, because they do seem pretty reliant on, like, Gene Pollinator. I guess they're also reliant on Springleaf Drum. Yeah, let's just run it back. Maybe we should have some sort of sweeper in the deck. Like Avatar's Wrath might be pretty good. Okay, I like this. We don't have interaction, so if their hand is, yeah, if their hand is just the nuts, we might be in some trouble here. Some trouble. A card. Just want to get her into play, though. So we can warp Haliya and then play Bartolomé and Warden. And then that'll set us up for like a big pursuit turn next turn. I like that. The Ooze. We already have the Ooze. Into the Floodmaw. Okay, well that at least gets us a mutagen token. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, they have no cards in their hand, so we are going to go for it. That was a good draw. Drawing the Haliya there. Okay, we're back in. We are in it to win it. We get to draw a card here. Three, 4 flyer. Now Warden gets to have Vigilance. And oh no, it will not have Vigilance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to target it with both if I want it to live. Oh no, it has flying, so they couldn't have gang blocked it. So I could have just gained a whole bunch more life, but I don't know if they have a way to come back from this. Yeah, I don't care about stationing. Yeah, like I was saying, the deck is, it's like night and day. The deck with the Ooze or Obsessive Pursuit and without it. Alright, back into Plat 1. What time is it? We can do one more. The deck is much better when we draw the Ooze, but I don't think we want 3 of them. Okay. Oh, is it Spellementals? Because the Ooze seems very good against them. I don't know if it's gonna resolve though. So let's... Well, I don't think they play Spell Snare in the main deck. I guess they do. That's unfortunate. Okay, they are mana screwed though. Do they have another Spell Snare? I think I'm just gonna try and Bitterbloom Bearer at the end of turn. Yeah. Probably should have run out Bartolomé first. Bounce off. Brutal. Weird game. Both just mono screwed. They've got answers for my not very mono efficient hand. They be crabbing. They Sunderflock. I can still play Bitterbloom Bearer. I probably just have an answer for this. They play a bunch of spot removal. Yep. Let's see. I can slam Viper, and Viper does not get bounced. By okay, they're countering it. But yeah, Viper not getting bounced by Sunderflock is very relevant here. Oh. Let's see here. We can warp this. And then play Bartolomé. Viper is still just gonna be able to kill the Sunderflock, which I don't love. But if I don't get it the lifelink trigger, then they can deal 14 to me. Can hit me for 9 here. I get to draw a card. Voidborn is interesting. If they have another Sunderflock, I'm pretty toast. There's a good chance they hit land Sunderflock there. Yep. Nice. So let's see. I can play... Viper still just leaves me dead to... Oh, here. I can do it this way. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts me to 8, and then I can block 2 of them. But then I still don't have... Oh no. That might work. Oh no, no, it won't work. That's gonna put me to 8. I'd have to chump. And then this costs 4 to activate. Let's do it this way then. Warp. If I want to keep the pursuit, I guess I have to do it this way since I've committed. So now I'm at 9. Oh no, I still just die. Okay. We miscalculated. I needed to make the Haliya line. Okay, what's good against them? Betrayal is good against them. Tactics is good against them. I don't think I want Raid. Trajectory is pretty good against them. What's not great against them? They're playing Bounce Off, so Viper is not that great, but Viper doesn't get bounced by Sunderflock. Man, that was, like, if they didn't have Spell Snare for our Ooze, that's just a completely different game. I think I want too much removal. Like, Betrayal and Trajectory are already good. Yeah, and Tactics. Maybe Tactics isn't necessary. We just want the Betrayals. Okay, I hope they don't have a Spell Snare. I guess they can side in a Braid too. Oh. Yeah, maybe I should have brought in the Reclaimers. This is exactly why I put them in the sideboard. This is not a winning hand anymore. Stone cold dead here. We just are structurally disadvantaged in a game like this, where they have draw spells and we don't. Crab. Nice. I mean, Betrayal could get us back into this game. Or we just draw more lands. That's an option as well. Okay, there's Betrayal. Let's see if this resolves. Okay. If we had Reclaimer in our deck, that would just be a huge swing here. We 10 lands that game and got our most important card countered, and they had a Braid to cover it anyway. So yeah. Reflections on the deck. It's sweet when it pops off. It is super reliant on having Ooze and Pursuit. But like those turns where we got to just pop off with Voidborn were pretty sweet. That change I made for the last match to get Bitterbloom Bearer in, I think makes sense. It's probably correct to just try and have more token makers. But yeah, Warden is like great with Pursuit and Ooze, terrible without it. Same with Voidborn, same with Haliya. Yeah, so the deck is just kind of all in on those two cards. But I mean, like, you have 8 copies of them. Maybe you're just always supposed to bring these in, assuming that your opponent is going to try and have answers to Pursuit and Ooze. Because let's see, we lost that game just now against Crab, Spellementals, where they just answered our Ooze and Pursuit. We lost the game against like Temur, Landfall, Control, where they just answered our Pursuit and Ooze. Oh, it was 2 Oozes. Yeah. And then the games where we got to pop off, we did powerful things. So, well, thanks for making it this far in the video. Hope that you enjoyed the matches and that you found them instructive, informative. Yeah, they were fun. I learned a lot. Don't know how much I like the deck moving forward, but I'm glad I explored the space. So I'll catch you next time. Peace and chicken grease.